Hello everyone, this is Baba speaking,
This is Meli.
and today is our 14th episode,
I was just thinking about that. I think it is 14th, yes.
which is an English episode.
Yeah.
So the whole podcast will be in English.
Yes.
Okay, good. So,
Mm-hmm.
Melly, you were going to ask a question today.
Yes.
Go on then.
So, Baba, this is a bit of a deep question, depends on how you interpret it. But what is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear?
Your biggest fear. What keeps you up at night?
Nothing.
Really?
My biggest fear is so big that I don't think about it.
How does that work then?
I don't know.
Okay.
You tell me. You just ask me. There, I have got one.
Okay.
I have got one.
I'm very intrigued by this.
No. My biggest fear is there is one,
Okay.
which is always sort of hovering in my brain.
Okay. Is this like a sorry? I don't want to sound mean, but is this like a typical answer that like, oh, losing my children, losing
No.
Sorry.
It's not.
It's just
no.
because I want to make
It's-
it like interesting, outside.
Well, how can I make it interesting?
Like-
It's just the way my emotions are.
Okay.
I cannot make it into. This is not Hollywood. This is a
Okay.
Meli and Baba podcast. Okay.
We could be in Hollywood.
Well, we could be, but then you just asked me what is my biggest fear.
Mhm.
I'm gonna come clean, straightforward. My biggest fear is to die before my children have settled.
Wow.
Is that deep enough?
That's deep enough.
Okay, thank you very much.
Gosh,
And
I'm
my
gonna
show
cry.
is over.
That's a
So,
really
Melika, no answer?
yeah. I'm actually speechless.
Well, you asked the question.
That is quite an important one. But it's the fact that you said are not settled. What do you mean by not settled?
In my view, because you still live with us, I think
Mhm.
you're not settled. So the day you have your own place to live,
Yeah.
you have your own job, let's say you may even have a dap on your family,
Mm-hmm.
to me, that's when you're settled. Maybe the best word to say is when you're independent.
Okay.
Because at the
so
moment you're
kind
not
of
independent.
Not relying on you guys.
Exactly,
Mhm.
exactly. Because at the moment you live with us, you haven't completed your education fully,
Yeah.
and you haven't got your own place, you haven't got a job yet, so you're still relying on us,
Yeah.
sort of, okay?
Mhm.
But when all of that you have for yourself,
Mhm.
that's for me, that word
This
would be
is settling.
settled. And I always have got the worry that I may die before you guys are settled. Because I feel as a father
Mhm.
is my duty or my wish to get you to that path.
That end goal.
And
Yeah.
the end goal. Well done.
Mhm.
Yeah, that end goal to get you to that point. And that's always worries me.
Wow.
I know.
That's very deep.
Well, you asked the
Is-
question.
Because I know we've spoken about this like briefly before, or you've mentioned it sometimes, but I never was like, oh yeah, that's just like a thought. But that is, as a fear, that is very scary.
It is
But
scary.
also, you know what I thought of? This might, you don't have to answer this because it's a personal thing, whatever. But you might have that fear because of your, not past life, but because it wasn't really your child, but when Granddad died, I would say you were quite young. Oh no, you were settled.
I was settled, but maybe yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It could affect it.
It could. I'm sure there is, and the reason
Yeah.
is because I had just settled.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I didn't have.
Mhm.
Let's call it that way. I didn't had the chance to show my life to my dad, maybe.
Yes.
Or
Mhm.
yeah, to show him my life, how I live, what my life was about,
Yeah.
or even my dad to see my children.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right. Maybe
Mhm.
that's there. Okay.
Look at my psychology paying off.
Yeah. But to be honest, personally, I think it might play a role, but I don't think
It's a massive one.
it's a massive.
No.
Yeah, I don't think that.
Speaking of death, I have a huge fear of death. And because in the beginning I said, what keeps you up at night? This has kept me up at night, where
What?
I'm
That
about to go to
dad's
bed.
gonna die before you're settled?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's death, isn't it? Yeah, death.
What? Death itself?
Death when I die. It's specifically when I die, because I was in bed, and because I do RE religious studies, you know, we talk about the afterlife, death, whatever. Very interesting, very fascinating. And I said to myself, huh. And especially at night, you know, all the creepy thoughts come in. You're like, oh, let me. Okay, whatever. So I'm going to bed. This thought comes in, and I'm thinking, if you die, what actually happens? Where do we go? What is this all thing? And I just thought, I get this feeling. I think I'm going to cry now. But I get this feeling that, you know, when it's just pitch black and you don't feel anything, you have nothing in yourself, you're just a nobody, but you don't even know that you're a nobody. You're just dead, but you don't know that you're dead. And all your life that you've just had, everything, it's gone.
Okay.
But you don't even know.
But
That is the fear, that you don't
so
even know.
number one, what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know all of this?
Well, because exactly,
Because
and you don't.
what?
And then, if there's
Hold
an
on,
afterlife, I can't even come back and tell people.
No, but Melly, the thing is, the the
Oh,
the
it's so
the
scary.
thing you just discussed and described, that is like the dark, and it is that you don't know you're dead, but you're dead, etc., etc.
Yeah.
How do you know all of this?
You
Because you
just
don't.
have the feeling, and some people, they
Melika,
get the
you
feeling
don't.
that they're gonna die, and they
No,
die.
no, hold on. You don't. Everything that you think about now is what you see in the movies. And that creates that image that you build. Okay? Because nobody has ever come back from death and said,
Yeah.
this is the sensation. Okay? Nobody has ever described and said, oh, I was dead for 5 years and this is what happened when I'm back.
Well, if you go like in a coma and then
Coma
you
is
come
totally
back.
different, but it's totally different stuff. Okay? But this is it. So you're building yourself this vision,
Yeah.
that scary vision, because humans are very good at it. This is general knowledge there. Yeah. Humans can always build the most negative things in their mind.
Yeah.
But if it comes to a happy thing, it's always difficult. So if
Yeah,
I tell
you always
you,
say that.
if I tell you, Melly, write me a horror story or write me a sad story, you could write pages and pages and pages. But if I tell you, write me a happy story, you may write me half a page.
Yeah.
Because your this image, that vision is not there. So humans are always negative.
Yeah.
Okay? But anyway, going back to what you just said, that you're scared of death, that's normal. That's normal.
But like, I speak to grandma, and she's always like, "Oh no, if I die tomorrow,
Yes.
it's fine."
Yes.
How are you fine with it?
Because I tell you, I'm at that point as well.
Oh my gosh, Dad, don't say that.
I'm at
Baba,
that
it
point.
scares me so much.
No, but
I'm gonna go
no.
to bed and cry myself to
No.
sleep.
But this is it. But exactly what you just saying, I have been at that situation as well. When you're young,
Yeah.
and same, when I was your age, if anyone talked about death, oh my God, I would shake. I would get a panic attack. Seriously, it's normal. So at certain age, because I look at it. Okay, looking back.
Yeah.
Okay, at the age I'm now, to try to describe this, what's happening, that you have got this fear of death.
Yeah.
Imagine an aeroplane, and it's taking off, and this plane, the nose is up, and is going up, and I think your age is at that takeoff
That
age.
people get scared.
Yeah, because you're at the age that you're taking off. things are moving towards you. Things are going the way you want it to go. You're growing, you're developing
things.
Yeah, but you're developing, things are becoming reality, you want to go to see university, you want to get yourself a partner, you want to get yourself a job. So everything is happening. And because you say, oh, if I die, I'm scared to die because I'm not going to achieve those points, that's why it becomes scary. Now, I just said to you, the only fear I've got is to die before you guys settle. But I'm not scared of death.
No.
There was a time I was scared of death.
Yeah.
Yes, I was, because I hadn't established myself. Now that I have established myself, death has got a different meaning to me.
What meaning? Death? Even the meaning of it terrifies me.
I think it comes with age.
Like, I think this is why, like, I've like, you know how I say, oh, I'll say this later, but I say, like, oh, maybe there's, like, a past of yourself and there's a future of yourself, but they don't cross over. Like, you live the different lives. But I think I just make that as an excuse so that I'm not scared of death.
Yeah, but the thing is, first of all, you shouldn't even think of death. Okay.
I need to prepare.
No. You shouldn't think of death, and you shouldn't allow death to rule your daily life. Okay. One thing that is my dad used to say that, and I think it was very interesting. He used to say, is if people knew when they're gonna die, they would never live.
No, I feel
because
like
it's the panic state. No, you would panic.
I would, because I'd be like, oh, well, I'm going to die this day, so I'm YOLO.
No,
I might as well
but
do
you won't,
this.
But you won't. Because if someone says, oh, you're going to die by the age, let's say, I don't know, 70.
That's young.
By the age of 70, you're going to die. So when it gets to 60, you're just going to say, oh, I got another 10 years, I got another 10 years. You're rushing your life.
No.
People do.
Maybe, I don't know.
So this is the thing. This is the thing. So as humans, we sort of have we have an idea when something is born.
Yeah.
But we never know when it goes.
But also, like, my friends, because you said 70, because we spoke about death, to me, 70 is a young age in the older years to die.
Of course.
But some of my friends, they've said, no, I've been alive for 70 years, what else am I going to do?
Yeah, but then, you see...
So then they're not scared in a way.
Fair enough. This is it. Maybe they have accepted death. And you have to accept death. Because it will happen to all of us.
Yeah.
It will happen to all of us at one point. But we don't know at what age. It could happen early, like my dad.
Yeah.
Or it could happen at a later age. We never know. Okay? Is the unknown.
Yeah, that's another fear I've got, actually.
Okay.
I have a lot. These aren't like massive fears, I'd say, but they're fears which it really gets you thinking, and you're like, as you think about it more, you get more scared. Like, I have a massive fear of snakes. Like, if I see a snake, or even when you guys talk about a snake and you're like, oh yeah, snakes, lizard, I hate the word snakes. I'm terrified of snakes.
But you have created that.
But
you have created
no, I
that
haven't.
yourself.
You know why I'm scared? I know why I'm scared. It's because, okay, let's say a worm. They're nice and small, okay, they're a worm. Like, what are they going to do to you? Literally nothing. A snake, it doesn't have feet. It hasn't got hands. Why? Why are you just like slithering around?
Yeah, but then look, you're making this.
No, I'm not making
You're creating this. You're creating this image that you have to question it. And then you have to question it.
And I don't like its eyes. Its eyes horrify me. It's so long. No, I actually cannot. And it's just the way that it slithers, but also it makes like this perfect shape. I don't like it. No.
Meli, in the last 30 seconds, you just described the snake.
Yeah.
But you make it yourself, though. You just started. No. Yeah, but then, look, you just make a big thing out of nothing. I'm sorry.
getting the shivers right now. Okay, moving on. Like, I actually can't. I hate it so much.
Fair enough.
But death we were talking about.
Yeah.
About death. Actually, I have another theory about death. I saw this on TikTok.
Yeah, but
This
this
is
is
amazing.
but Melly,
But can I say it?
Melly,
This is
don't
really
give
funny.
me TikTok, don't
No,
give
no,
me
no.
Insta.
This...
You just asked me a serious question,
Yeah.
and I just answered.
No,
Lucy,
because I
this
got
is
this
it.
fear.
You are asking something, and then you taking the whole question into social media. This is your generation.
Because no, it's not.
You see,
Dad,
this
we
is your
can't get onto
generation.
this topic
No,
again.
but we do though. We do. We are talking about a very serious subject, which is death,
This
which
is
is
related
fear.
to death
Yeah, but
and
hold
fear.
on. And then you coming out with
Yeah.
something, a story that you saw on TikTok.
Okay, if I said I didn't see this story, but I have this theory, you'd be like, "Oh, that's so stupid," and then I say I saw on TikTok. You say, "Oh, that makes sense."
Yeah, but what I'm trying to.
Exactly.
But
So
you
I
just
can't.
said it. So anything that you see on TikTok
I'm
is
using my
stupid.
resources.
But your resources, excuse me, I don't think that's a proper resource.
Basically,
Okay.
this theory was that when you're in your sleep. I think it's like when you're in deep sleep and you kind of feel that you're going like you're sunking into your bed or you're like about to fall. Have you had that feeling before?
Yeah, plenty of times.
That
especially when you're drunk, you get that all the time.
Do you actually?
Yeah, that's part of being drunk.
There's a theory that like angels are lifting you up,
yeah.
but
there's
then
a lot of theories.
they think you wake up, so they drop you.
Oh yeah.
And this happened as soon as I read this theory. Right, I went to bed. This happened to me, Dad. I was like, oh my gosh, I literally saved myself. Baba,
Melly,
it's scary.
But Melly, there's a lot of theories.
Yeah, but that was just a
you
funny
just said
theory.
that the angels are lifting you. I
Yeah.
have got the theory that some people say your soul is leaving your body and is hovering above you, and then when you wake up, it comes back to your
Really,
body.
that's quite sweet.
Yeah, but I've heard all sorts. You see?
Yeah.
But this is it. This is what I mean. There is no proper explanation on certain things. It's like dreaming. It's like dreaming. We dream about people. We now know what it is sort of about.
What is it about? I don't know.
Well, it is. They say it's like all the archiving stuff in your brain that it starts to sort of coming and playing up in your brain, or the thoughts you had during the day, that it comes back and plays up in your mind. Okay, look,
you're like
mental health. Mental health is a massive thing.
Yeah.
Or the brain is so complex that is very big, and we do sort of know about certain things, but we haven't fully understood. It's not complete. So this is why, like the vision of death, or why when we're asleep, as you said, you fall that deep, or that sudden change in your body is all the brain. Okay, but at the end of the day, I think death is something that happens to all of us. Okay, what is there afterlife? I never thought about it.
I think you should start Baba, start thinking about it, because I feel like we need to move away from death, but I think afterlife is definitely an excuse.
You asked the question, you got the answer.
Okay, wait.
Now you don't like it, like, oh, let's move on.
I have another, because you're talking about the brain.
This is not a Netflix series that you just switch it to something else.
Just skip.
Yeah.
I have about the brain. I have a theory about something like that.
Oh, is that another TikTok theory?
No, this is actually my fear.
Is that Meli theory?
Fear of mine is to get memory loss, or to get and I can never pronounce it right. No, not that terrifies me. I watched The Notebook. Sad as
You mean
still.
Alzheimer, dementia?
Yeah, Alzheimer. That terrifies me as well, because spoiler alert, she gets Alzheimer and her kids are like, "Oh, Dad, why are you always with her? Like, she can't even remember." That's your mum. Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad.
Why is it so sad?
Because
they leave her and they don't go to see her?
No, but because she can't even remember that's her children.
Yeah.
And she dies in the end with her husband.
Yeah.
And that is just so sad.
But that's life.
It's just scary. And the fact that she couldn't remember, and they were so careless.
Yeah,
they
but
were
then
like,
you have look.
care.
This is
And
again the human
husband,
brain playing up. Okay, look, dementia. I agree. Not a very nice condition or disease. I agree with you. Okay, but then you have to look at it from that person's perspective as well.
What's their perspective?
They don't understand anything.
Exactly.
So they don't remember anything.
Yeah, but that
So
scares me more.
yeah, but the thing is, to them, is it just a blank sheet.
Exactly.
So
It's like,
yeah, but then they don't have memory, so they don't understand anything. Let's say, okay, some
but do
do
they
have
not
memory.
think like, oh my gosh, wait,
No,
what
but they
about?
don't remember
Oh,
them.
I'm just scared of losing my memory. I'm
Okay,
terrified.
but the thing is that, but hold on, Millie. Alzheimer, yes, there are certain things they would remember maybe when they were younger and things like that. But some remember very recent things. Some remember very. I think if I'm correct, a lot of history they would remember, like when they were younger, but not recent. It changes. But a person with Alzheimer at that condition, when they see someone, there is no connection.
No, yeah.
So for them, you're just a neutral, blank, nothing. It is us on the other side that we have
Yeah.
memory and we understand. That's when we feel the pain.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true. 'Cause
I'm
you
not
can't
saying
share it with them.
I mean, what I'm saying might sound cold-hearted. I don't mean it that way. Okay, but you have to look at it from both sides.
Yeah.
Okay, because I've seen people with Alzheimer's, with dementia. I have seen them. It is horrible.
Yeah.
And they keep asking who you are, etc., etc. And it could happen to anyone. It could happen to
Exactly.
anyone.
I just think if I knew someone and they had dementia and they just kept asking me, "Who are you?" I'd just cry.
Yeah,
I
but then
just
the
cry.
thing is, Melly, you would cry maybe the first few times, but after that, you just get used to it. You see, humans can adapt to the situation. You just get used to it.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's like when someone close to you passes away. You're sad, you cry, but then weeks later, you don't cry anymore.
Yeah,
You
it's a
think of
slow
the
process.
exactly. It's the same thing with the disease, and this is why I mean, when you think about it, you make it such a big thing. Okay,
Yeah.
you're making a big thing out of something that is not there, and us humans do this very well.
Yeah.
Okay, and you do that as well. Now, when I was at your age, I was doing the same. I remember when I was young. I think I must have been 12 years old. I think I was 12
Yeah.
years old or something like that. I'm sure it was at that age, maybe even younger, maybe even 10. And there was the people used to say, "Oh, year 2000, everything will get destroyed. Everything will just go, and the
Yeah.
whole earth gonna explode, and we're all gonna die." And this is
Yeah.
like when
Yeah.
we get to year 2000. And I was a 9-year-old, and I remember, I seriously used to remember, I would calculate
Oh my gosh.
when is year 2000.
Yeah.
Okay, and say, oh, at that time I would be this age. Oh, I would have had this much time with my parents. Oh,
Oh,
you see,
Baba.
at young age you think differently.
Yeah.
Okay, now we are in 2026. 26 years past. We're still here.
Yeah.
Okay, so is standard.
And you know, because you just said that, there's a film like Don't Look Up where I don't actually know what it is, but something lands on the earth and wipes out everyone. And that ending, the way they montage it and everything, it's so sad. Again, it all comes back to Death in a Way. Because you get wiped out, that's it, you're gone.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, though, because
Oh
sad stuff
gosh.
makes it interesting. You see, sad stuff makes it interesting. Look at the amount of in the movies, amount of killings that you see.
Yeah, like all
Okay.
the Disney films.
Well, see how many crime or action movies versus romantic love movies you have, like those happy ones.
No, I love romantic
Yeah, no,
films.
but look at the ratio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's
There's more.
easier, as I said,
Yeah.
to go negative than to have that positive. Okay.
Oh, like you just saying in the romantic film, like The Notebook is a romantic film, but they die in the end.
Well,
Well,
that is life.
Baba.
That is life. That is life. It's part of your life. But then you see a lot of people, they say when you die, you enter a new life. So you enter your
I hope
third
so.
life. They say your third life. Okay?
I don't know though. I just
Yeah, but then Nobody knows this.
But I do
Some
want to
people say
know.
when you die, you're nothing.
I hope
You're just
not.
piece
I
of
really hope
flesh, not even flesh.
not. Oh gosh.
Okay, you're nothing.
Oh, you
We
know what
don't
else
know.
scares me?
Yeah.
This is such a sad episode.
Well, you asked
But-
why are you telling me it's a sad episode when you, madam,
I'm just
asked
thinking
the
like
question?
everyone's gonna be like traumatized and thinking
No,
about
you
their
don't
own
need to.
death.
I think you need to talk about things like this.
Mm-hmm.
I think you need to talk about this because if you don't, it will always stay inside you and eat you up. There's
Yeah, that's
nothing to worry
true.
about. There's nothing to be scared about. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it shouldn't ruin your life. I mean, look, my fear, it doesn't ruin my
No,
life.
you just
It's there. It's a thought,
yeah.
but I don't think it's a thought that is every morning when I wake up and say, "Oh, what's happening?" No. Okay, it's something that I'm aware of, but it doesn't control my
Yeah.
life. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and look, death can happen to any of us. The other day, I was saying to mom, I saw someone a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
and then the other day, I got a message saying that she just passed away.
No.
Yeah, this happens.
Like doctors as well. I just think how can you do that? And you you see this patient and they like I know the films that we watch sometimes with like the doctors, The Resident, for example. You patients just died and that's it. Like move on with your life. Continue.
But the thing is,
It's so
because you have
hard.
but look, the doctors suffer as well. Okay, doctors suffer as well. Is a heavy job for them. Okay, so what you see in
Such
a
a heavy
movie,
job.
what you see in a movie is not the reality. But the other thing is, because you have got a science background, you accept that death easier.
Yeah,
Okay, because again, we talked about it. Is science. We know there is a process of start and there's a process of ending.
Yeah.
Okay, we call it. If it, for example, if you talk about the engine, you say you turn the engine on and you turn the engine off.
Yeah.
But in humans, we call it birth and death. Okay, so it happens to plants, animals, to anything in life. There is a start and a finish. Okay, so because doctors are science based and it is difficult for them as well, but we can accept it easier.
Yeah.
Because we know there is a start and there is a finish. And that finish at that point has arrived.
There's like another fear of you just talking about the start and the like death or end is that people don't know how we've actually come. You know, like the first person to exist, ignoring God, like imagine religion's not there, that actually how have we come to exist and what actually happens after
Does it
death.
matter?
Yes, but it's the fear of the unknown. So
No,
scary.
I think no. Does it matter if we were created as per religion from Adam and Eve?
Yes,
or
because it
as
calms
of
me
some
down then.
theories of saying the Big Bang Theory?
Yes, should I say why? If it's a Big Bang Theory, then death, okay, I'm just dead, that's it, there's no afterlife. But if it's from Adam and Eve, then I have to live my good life and everything and I'll be rewarded in heaven.
Yeah, but you should live a good life anyway.
No, but it's the good life like in a religious way.
Yeah, but you should do it anyway.
No, like praying or stuff like that.
Well, who cares? Okay, praying, leave aside.
Yeah,
but you should always
like
be a good person.
Samaritan.
You should always be, regardless if there is a Big Bang Theory or if there is a religious Adam and Eve.
They also say like if you suffer in this life, you won't suffer in the next. So you
I don't
have
think
hope.
So. I don't think so.
But
it's
if
a
it was
man-made.
like that,
it's man-made.
Might not be.
I think it's man-made. That's a man-made
Actually,
story.
woman. Oh no, I guess man.
Okay.
I know.
It's a man-made story. There's a lot of things going on.
How do you know it's man-made?
Because, okay, there's not enough time to explain this, but I'm
This
gonna
will be
try.
the next topic.
No, it won't be the next topic. Look,
okay.
I'm gonna go quickly.
Okay.
When you talk about suffering,
yeah.
So you're looking at the religious path. Okay, now, if you look at religious path, that means there is a God, and God is the creator.
Yes.
And God has created us. In my view, if there is a God, and God is so almighty that has created humans from liquid, okay, the egg and the sperm.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I don't think God's going to be so nitty gritty as saying that you have to suffer on earth. So when you die, that I will forgive you.
But it's
This
kind of like.
is a human thinking, not an almighty
But it's
thinking.
because Adam and Eve sinned, and we have sinned, so we suffer in this world.
But then the other thing is, every religion you look at, the written books,
yeah.
they talk always about forgiveness. So how come that
Mm,
God doesn't forgive,
maybe
but
it's
humans have to forgive? So this is why I say it
glimpse
is
of our
man-made.
afterlife because we're with him.
It's all man-made to scare you. Now, I always said this and I say it again. Religion has got a different place. Religion for every person is different. But religion to me
Yeah.
is based on two pillars: fear and hope.
Yeah, that's
If you
always
question
one that you
religion
say,
too
yeah.
much, you're scared, oh, what will happen to me?
Yeah.
And if you're struggling in something, you always say, oh, God help me. So that's the hope. So fear is based on these two, and a lot of theories that you talk about or you hear are based on these two as well, fear and hope. So, but religion is very complex, as complex as your brain, because there's a lot of questions: what this, what that, what if this. Okay, so hence we're not going to go into it because every person's religion is different.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
and it should be respected regardless.
100%.
So
Wow.
we're coming to the end
Yeah.
of our podcast. Oh my God, this goes so quick though.
I know.
I was just looking at the time. It was around 5.
So.
I was looking at the time. It was like 5 minutes. I said, "Oh, we got another 25 minutes to go," and now we just got to the end. And so,
I think I'm
anything
more
you would
scared
like to say?
now.
You're more scared now.
I'm more scared of everything. No, I think you summed it up really nicely. I think you saying that, people are more likely to think negative is kind of put it into perspective that yes, why am I so worried? But you know what it is? I'm worried because it's going to happen one day and I need to prepare.
What do you need to prepare?
I don't want to
It's not going on holiday. You have to take your sun cream or your sunglasses.
No, I want to, when I die, I want people to know what I want to be dressed in. I'm also scared of my skeleton.
Yeah, but what the thing is, hold on a minute. This is why people write the will.
Oh, so, I'm terrified to write that. I am not writing that.
But then you just said you want people to know what you
want,
so you have to write the will.
I'm just going to tell someone and they can record it.
I think a will writing is a standard thing everyone should do. So that's that. Death, nothing to be scared of.
Yeah.
With age,
yes, I'm hoping.
because you have accomplished in your life certain things, is this a step? Yeah. Because you're on the lower step at the moment and you're looking up those steps that you have to go up, hence you're scared.
Yeah.
But when you go up those steps gradually, death becomes something that, I don't want to say you're aiming at, but something that you become comfortable with. Okay. And then you, again, at the beginning, when you're younger, you're scared of death. But I guess when you get to my age, you put conditions down.
Yeah.
I don't want to go before my kids are settled. Yeah. Or some people might say, I want to see my grandchildren before. You see, so conditions come in, but you can live with it. Okay. When it gets to your grandma's age, because she's old now, she's like, I don't care, take me. Because she has seen grandchildren now, there's no other conditions there. Okay. So
for your advice, Dad, but I think it's not going to happen. There's no way, because we would definitely be settled. And also, I think we are settled now. You could say we're settled. Okay, they have school. Okay, they're with family. You're settled in different ways.
Of course, you're 100% correct.
You should not be scared.
No, but what I mean, you're 100% correct. And the other thing is, there's mom as well, and there's family around, which is fine. But I'm just saying, so you just asked me what is your biggest fear, and that was my biggest fear. Okay, but you're right. It may never happen.
It never will.
It's something that you worry for nothing. We don't know. But the thing is, there are things in place for it anyway. But just in general, at certain age, people think of things differently.
Yeah.
If I mean, we always try to say stuff at this podcast, and if young people are listening to this, speak to your parents if you're worried.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's nice to talk about it.
I think they can drop us comments or stuff.
Yeah,
definitely
they can
do that.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
On YouTube, you can write note comments. On
Yeah.
Spotify, I don't know if you can. I think you can. I'm not
think
sure.
you can.
But on YouTube, you can put a comment, and then we read it, and then maybe next time we can talk about it. But as I said, it's always good to talk to your parents.
Yeah.
Don't ever be worried because how your emotions or your feelings are. Everyone has got different emotions and feelings. Yeah. So Meli, this is it. Thanks to everyone listening.
Yes, thank you so much.
We hope you have a lovely week.
Never be afraid of anything. It's just your mind playing games.
Yeah. Be afraid of your mind.
Exactly.
But don't be afraid of anything.
Yep.
Have a lovely day, everyone.
Yes.
Goodbye from Baba.
Goodbye from Meli.